Let's first of all address that elephant in the room. Are you a cannibal?
Accusations of deviant behavior.
He said, I'm 100% a cannibal.
Allegations of sexual abuse. Headlines painting him as a Hollywood Jekyll and Hyde.
How many women were there from that point? 500?
Sure.
What is going through your mind as you're seeing the news come out and him in the news cycle?
I always say he was not criminally wrong, he was morally wrong.
Now, Armie's mom, Drew Hammer, is coming to his defense after she, like the public, watched him go from the star of Oscar-nominated films The Social Network and Call Me By Your Name,
Call me by your name and I'll call you by mine,
to radioactive tabloid target.
Armie, one more time.
When his disturbing fantasies were exposed by multiple women in revealing voicemails and social media posts that played out in the House of Hammer documentary.
These are messages that are being sent literally within seconds of each other.
Last year, another woman accused Armie of rape. He denied all allegations, and the LA District Attorney's Office ruled there was not sufficient evidence. Armie was never charged with any crime. He's been doing interviews in recent weeks to try and rehab his image.
Are they true?
I don't remember saying those things.
In her new memoir, Hammered, Armie's mom points to his failed marriage to Elizabeth Chambers as one of the reasons for his personal troubles.
Infidelity obviously severs relationships, and that's what happened in this instance. Then you mix drugs and alcohol and a lot thrown at you because you're all of a sudden this Hollywood movie star and girls are throwing themselves. I'm not making excuses, but what I do know is it was consensual in these relationships because one of them stayed in my home for Thanksgiving. Another one I've been to dinner with. These young girls had crushes on my son.
But it was those cannibal headlines that struck her as the most absurd.
I called Armie one day and I was like, do you know what you have to do to actually be a cannibal? I said, are there any women out there with limbs missing? Did you actually eat? I mean, it's just so ridiculous. But he also put stupid things in texts.
Armie claims he was the victim of child abuse by his youth pastor at the age of 13. His mother, all these years later, admits regret. What do you think that was like for him going through what he did as a child?
I wish I had more information back then. I was not as proactive in what happened to Armie. You always wish as a parent you'd have done more.
Now, 3.5 years after Armie's public scandal broke, Drew thinks he got a raw deal. But in a strange way, the controversy may have changed her son's life for the better.
In a way, it's probably been the best thing that's ever happened because Armie's been sober for 4 years and he is an incredible father to his 2 children. So it's not a publicity stunt like it said in a lot of the trades. Oh, just like everybody else, they go to rehab for a publicity stunt. You don't stay for 5 months if it's a publicity stunt.
And what is your relationship like today?
Now we are very close. We talk all the time, but during that time, he didn't necessarily want to hear the truth when he knew he wasn't living his life right.